Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Cody, drip,
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go.
All right, I got a heck of a feast here. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Prepare your butts, everyone. This is going to be a messy one, for sure. I don't know how this is not going to be messy. This is going to be incredibly messy. All right, here we go. Well, hello again, everyone out there. It is time for yet another episode of DSP Tries It.
Devour.
Now, I have been making content for 17 years on the internet, and sometimes we say things have come full circle. Today is one of those days because just a couple days ago, we were watching on my podcast when in 2013, I last had a taste of Little Caesars pizza. That's right. That was actually the last time I had anything from this restaurant. Now, back then, Little Caesars was having a nationwide relaunch where they had reopened stores, rebranded, expanded, hot and ready pizza. $5 or whatever, $8 or whatever it was. Go to the store, pizza's ready to go. Inexpensive, fast pizza. Okay? I tried it in 2013 and I thought it was kind of meh. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. I think I actually rated it 2.5 out of 5 at the time. So, here we are 13 years later. Well, nearly 13 years later. I think about actually 12 years later. Okay? And today I am having a feast of food from Little Caesars, including crazy bread with marinara sauce, including the deep dish Detroit-style Hawaiian pizza, and pepperoni pretzel crust pizza. I have never had any of these before, so this is truly a first-time tasting of these pizzas. For me, I've never had them. And in fact, I never had the crazy bread. When I tried this in 2013, I only had the pizza. That was it. I have brought an unprecedented amount of napkins into the office because everything here looks insanely greasy. And on top of that, they were actually doing a promotion. If you order a certain amount of food, you get free wings. Well, we did get an order of free barbecue wings, but they are so doused in sauce, I was like, there's no way I could eat them in the office. So I might try those later, and perhaps in the future, like on a podcast or, on a stream, I'll tell you what they were like. But there's no way I could eat that here. The sauce would literally get over everything in my office. That's like you eat it in the kitchen or you eat it in the, you have to do it somewhere where it's clean. I can't get anything gross in this office, okay? So, let's take a look. I think first things first, let's do the appetizer. All right? So, what's so appetizing? Well, how about crazy bread? The pack had, I think, 8 pieces of crazy bread in it. It's heavy. It is doughy. It's covered in salt, or is it Parmesan? I think it's actually Parmesan, and it comes with a marinara dipping sauce. So, for the first time ever, let's try Little Caesars crazy bread. Here we go.
Devour.
I'm going to take a bite of it without the sauce first. Now I'm going to do it with the sauce again. Interesting. All right, well, You know me, I'll be honest. It's greasy, but the bread itself is chewy, has a dough flavor to it, but what really makes the bread good is the Parmesan on the outside. This crazy bread, you know what that reminds me of? Pizza Hut used to do breadsticks that were very similar to this crazy bread. The only difference with that Pizza Hut breadsticks had a sharp edge to the edge of the bread. And actually, the Pizza Hut breadsticks had a crunchiness to the outside, but they were exactly the same. They were buttery. Like, these are buttery. So they would paint butter on them, bake them, and then do the Parmesan shake. And then you would dip it in marinara, and it was really good. Now Pizza Hut doesn't do that. Now it's just a big lump of dough. You rip a piece of dough off. That's it. This is reminiscent of old fast food delivery breadsticks. It's good. It's not healthy, but quite frankly, that's good. So, yeah, I actually really like that for an appetizer. I'm going to take another bite of this one. That's what I want in an appetizer from a fast food pizza restaurant. Legitimately not bad at all. Very unhealthy, but not bad. Okay, up next, I want to try the pretzel crust pizza. I've never had this before. So it's supposed to be a pretzel style edge crust with a red. You could choose either cheese sauce or red sauce. I chose the red pizza sauce. With your choice of topping, I said just pepperoni. And it looks like they sprinkled salt all over it. All right. I'll be honest. I don't know how I'm gonna think about this. I don't know about this level. Oh, by the way, they also put extra cheese. Look, there's extra cheese on there, on top of the cheese already. So there's cheese, toppings, and more cheese on top. Looks like Parmesan. So, my first tasting ever. Here it is. By the way, that's a thick slice for fast food pizza. Here we go. Pretzel crust pepperoni pizza from Little Caesars.
Devour. Devour.
Okay. They did do the correct sauce. Now I'm going to try the crust itself. It's not the best pizza I've ever had. For fast food delivery pizza, it's good. It's good. I like it. I'm not kidding. I actually like it. Okay, it was warm. And by the way, we ordered it about a half an hour ago. It arrived quick. It's still warm. Okay, the toppings are good. The pepperoni is salty but tasty. Yes, there is extra cheese on top of the pepperoni, so it's quite salty, but at the same time, you could taste the Parmesan distinct from the mozzarella. I would say I wish there was more sauce. There is red sauce on the pizza. I wish there was more on there. There's not as much as I would like. I would like a little more, but it's not bad. The pretzel crust, it's not really pretzel crust. What it is it does have a slight bite, like a crunch to it. and they sprinkle salt on top to simulate a pretzel, it doesn't taste like a pretzel. It doesn't. It's not crunchy like a pretzel. It doesn't have the flavor of a pretzel. But it's actually not bad at all for what it is. Now, here's the real thing you want to know. Well, how much did it cost? Because recently on DSP Tries It, I reviewed quite a different bit of kind of food. And every time when I tell you about it, whether it's good or not, the thing I have to tell you after the fact is what it costs. And as soon as I tell you what it costs, your jaw drops. And you're like, you're kidding me. That's what food costs in the United States? And I'm like, yes, it's ridiculous. All right? So listen to this. This pretzel crust pizza in a full order of crazy bread with marinara. So 8 crazy breadsticks and a full size. It's not small. It's like a medium or large pretzel crust pizza at Little Caesars costs, are you ready for this? $12. $12. That's it. And it's good for what it is. It's actually good. I'm blown away. You probably thought I was going to say $20 or $25. It's $12 delivered. And I'm not sponsored by Little Caesars. I swear to you, I'm not. Okay? So I'm going to finish this piece of pizza because it's actually good. It's cheap. Like, they're living up to the promise of hot, fast, budget pizza. And it's not terrible. I can tell you right now, this pizza right here is better than the one I got 12 years ago. That was the 3-meat treat, which was 3 kinds of meat. This just being the 1 pepperoni with the pizza crust or the pretzel crust. This is much better. Wow. This is really good. It's not real authentic. This is damn good fast food pizza. I can't believe it. I'm almost speechless. I never expected it to be that good. Holy shit. All right. Moving on. Okay, let me get a little sip here of my ginger ale. Now, the other one we're trying today is also something I've never had before. Detroit style deep dish pizza. Now, I don't know what that means. Detroit style? Doesn't that mean that they're supposed to put the sauce on top of the cheese? Because they didn't do that. See? I've got toppings and cheese and sauce under. I don't have sauce on top of the cheese. So maybe this is just standard deep dish, but I ordered the Detroit style. So maybe they screwed it up. Yeah, I think they did. Because all they have on the menu is Detroit style, but that does not look like Detroit style to me. So the way it works is this pizza is like $14 and change. But let me explain. You see these 2 pieces of pizza that take up my entire plate? You get 8 of those. I'm going to repeat myself. You get 8 large slices of pizza. The box is huge. That shows up at your house. It's like this big, okay? And it's $14 and change delivered. Okay? So it's a ton of food. Let's see if it's any good. All right. I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. We're about to find out. So the way it works is you can either get pepperoni, just plain cheese, or build your own where you pick one topping and then you get to pick others, but you have to add. And I think it was $2.50 or something like that for every additional topping. So we chose ham and pineapple. So it was like 14 and change plus $2.50. So this ended up being like $17 for this giant pizza. Okay. All right. Let's give it a shot. So it's definitely deep. I mean, look at that. It's very chunky. A very thick crust. The ham actually smells pretty smoky, which is interesting. I don't see a lot of sauce on here. I guess we'll find out. All right, here we go.
Devour, devour.
Interesting. One more bite. First of all, very greasy. It's all over my face, the grease. Okay. All right. So, if you like pizza dough more than the toppings of your pizza, that's the pizza you want to go for. The dough is crispy on the edge, has a buttery flavor to it, has a crisp bite when you bite into it, but it's chewy on the inside, very airy, okay? It's pretty decent, fast delivered, deep dish style pizza. It's Chicago, not really deep dish, really deep dish pizza in Chicago is like a pie, but for this style, the pan style, it's pretty good. But here's the deal. I don't taste sauce whatsoever. I didn't taste a single bit of sauce in any of those bites. I did taste some cheese, but not a lot. I tasted some cheese, okay? I definitely tasted the saltiness and the smokiness of the ham, and I tasted the tangy but sweet bite of pineapple. However, it's not fresh. Like, take a look at the pineapple that you're getting on this thing. This is a typical canned pineapple. This has been, in a can refrigerated for ages. They pop it open. It's not incredibly flavorful by any means at all. Okay. Really, the highlight of the pizza is the dough. You taste the dough. And a lot of people crave this kind of pizza. They want that crispy edge, the chewy middle. They like the buttery flavor of pizza dough. That's your pizza. If you actually want to taste the toppings and stuff, this was much better. This with the pepperoni and the extra Parmesan they put on top, I could taste all of that together. Here, I'm basically just tasting pizza dough and almost no sauce, So there you go. All right, let's finish the piece, and then I'll have a little more of everything, and then I'm going to give you the ratings that I think, okay? Every bite on the edge is good. Whenever you get that crispiness of the edge of the pan, it's really delicious. Yeah, see? That wasn't nearly as good. And actually, now you can see It's pre-made dough. Check it out. Do you see the holes in the dough? You see them, right? Those pockets where there's sauce, that's pre-made dough. So they don't hand toss this. This is mass made in a factory, and they bring it, they probably ship it frozen, they thaw it out, and they just toss toppings on it and bake it in the pan. It's not anything fresh made or hand tossed. Mm. Okay. Very greasy. But again, when I'm biting the edge, that crispy edge of the pan is so good, dude. It's so good. Okay. So let's go through it all one more time. Okay. The crazy bread is actually a good appetizer. However, I would recommend that you get the crazy bread combo. That's the crazy bread with a pizza. Because the crazy bread alone is expensive. I think it was $8. But if you get it with a pizza, it was only $12 for this and the pizza. That's crazy. That literally is crazy. That's a good value. I can't stop eating it. The crazy bread is so crazy good, I can't stop eating the crazy bread. Look. Mmm. Again, for the record, I'm not sponsored by Little Caesars. I swear to you, they're not paying me to do this. I like it. I legitimately like this crazy bread. It's so good. It harkens back to the old appetizers they used to have at these places that they got rid of. This is better than Domino's. This is better than Pizza Hut. It's literally better than all of the appetizers that they have at these other places. I will say this. At Papa John's, they do have those jalapeno balls with the cheese. Those are really good. Those are better than this. But if you're just looking for breadstick, this is actually really good. I like this breadstick a lot. Mm. Okay. So, the breadsticks, I give a huge thumbs up. Value-wise, if you get it comboed with the pizza, it's actually delicious and worth the money. But what about the pretzel crust pizza? Again, I taste a lot of cheese. I can taste the pepperoni. I wish there were more sauce, but there's not. It's good. For the price, $12 for this whole pizza and the crazy bread. Wow. But the crust doesn't taste like a pizza, excuse me, like pretzel. It doesn't. Nah. It's crispy. It's salty. But it doesn't taste anything like a pretzel. Mm. Wow. I can't stop eating it. I can't stop. Wow. It's completely addictive. All right, here's the deal. When you go to McDonald's, you know you're about to eat an unhealthy, salty meal. Right? And the first bite, you may be like, oh. But then all of a sudden you're like, oh. And you take your second bite, you're like, oh. And then you keep going. The fries at McDonald's, oh my God. They're not good. But once you start eating one or two, you can't stop yourself. You're like, oh. Right? That's how I feel with this. Like, I know it's not good for me. I know it's ungodly greasy and disgusting. But as I start to eat it, I'm like, my taste buds start to pop. And then I'm like, it's good. And unlike most of the DSP Trizits I've done in the last several months, this is not expensive food. So you know it's bad for you, but you're also not ripping yourself off. Okay? So, I like both the crazy bread and the pretzel crust pizza. Yeah, I do. Okay. Now, honestly, out of the three things today, I like this the least. I'm full. I'm not even going to eat anymore because I just ate 3 crazy breadsticks and 2 pieces of pizza, and one of I can't eat anymore. Okay. This actually is the thing I wanted to eat the least. That's why I didn't eat it. It's still not bad, but the fact that I can't really taste the toppings, I don't taste any sauce, and the cheese barely, it's just the dough that I'm tasting. The dough is still good, and man, do I love that crispy edge on the dough. But that's the least. Okay, let's rate it. Little Caesars Crazy Bread. On taste alone, 3.5 out of 5. Value, if you're just going to buy it by itself for $8, that's way too expensive. But if you're comboing it with pizza and you're getting a whole pizza plus that for $12, that's outstanding value. So I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. But you may actually rate it higher than that if you think it is cheap, because it is. Okay? The pretzel crust pizza, I'm going to give a 3.75 out of 5. Why? The flavor's good. Yes, it's bad for you, but it's addictive with the flavor. You just want to keep eating it. And it's cheap. It's not expensive. It's what you want. Is it overly greasy? Yes. Does the pretzel crust actually taste like a pretzel? No. But is it delicious nonetheless? Yes. It's good. That's a good product. Now, the Detroit style, which, by the way, I really don't believe this is Detroit style. I think this is just standard deep dish pizza. I don't know why it says Detroit style on the menu. The Detroit style Hawaiian. The most expensive thing that we got, but it is the biggest. Again, there's 8 slices of this, huge slices of pizza. The box is ginormous like this, like humongo. Okay? The dough is amazing. The edge pieces are the best, but can't taste the toppings, little sauce, cheese is almost flavorless, kind of a disappointment. I'm going to give the Hawaiian deep dish pizza at Pizza Hut a 2.25 out of 5. I'm actually rate this lower than the 3-meat treat pizza that I got there 12 years ago. I would eat the 3-meat treat that they used to have over this because I just don't see the value of eating a whole pizza where you can only taste the dough. All right. So I recommend get the crazy bread, get the pretzel crust or standard because they have those. They also have big ones too, like extravaganza meats and stuff like that. I didn't want to go too crazy. I wouldn't get the Detroit. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Little Caesars Pizza, crazy bread, good and great value. Pretzel crust, good and great value. Detroit style deep dish, not so much. Probably a skip for me. Thanks for watching DSP Tries It, everyone. Wow, what a throwback 12 years later.
Devour.
And I hope to see you soon for another fun episode. Peace out, everyone. Thanks so much for your support. See you next time. All right, that was good. That's no lie. That's one of the more pleasing episodes that I've done. That was more pleasing than Taco Time. That was more pleasing than the last several that I've done. I'm shocked the pizza was that good for the price. Like, usually when I order this, okay, I'm ordering for me and I'm also ordering for my wife. And usually when I order DSP Tries It, I'm not even kidding, it ends up being like $60, $70 after tax and fees. This was under 50 bucks. It was like 40 something and change. And we just got all this food. It's the cheaper one and it tastes good. So go figure. All right. It's break time, everyone.
I got the drip go. 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 It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean, these dumb kids. This is what it is, it's dumb kids.